I got to the end of the water and I sat on the beach and I looked down and Marc came running over, "Are you okay?" And then we both looked down and said, "Oh no, where's my leg?" And the poor older couple that was walking by, not long after I lost my hands and feet, and when I finally got swim legs, we went on a family vacation to a beautiful place where my brother-in-law lives on the ocean. And so every day my family would pack up all their stuff to go boogie boarding, but I'm not so good at just watching. And so there I went with them to the beach and waited patiently for Marc to say, "Okay, I'm ready for you to come." Because every time I try something new, my husband looks at me like this, "Really?" And so there I was. And I went out into the water and he held out the boogie board and I got on it. And he's so careful, he put this wrap around my arm and it was a tether and it went to the board. And he said, "Okay, sweetie, I'll wait for the right wave." And as it came, I was all ready. And he pushed me into the wave and it came along and I felt so good. I was like, "Thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you. One more thing you let me do. I'm so excited." And everybody on the beach was watching. So as I came in, I put my legs up in a special pose and they all clapped and they held up 9.8, 9.5. So of course I had to do it again. So back I went. I don't know how many times I did it before I met that one wave. The surfers call them swells. That's quotation marks with my fingers. Can you see them? Okay, so there came that wave, and it wasn't a matter of seconds before it took me down, and I was in what they call the washing machine of life, which is not unfamiliar to me, obviously. And as I turned and turned around, I kept feeling this little tug on my arm, trying to pull me up. And so finally, I got to the end of the water and I sat on the beach and I looked down and Marc came running over, "Are you okay?" And then we both looked down and said, "Oh no, where's my leg?" And the poor older couple that was walking by, there had just been a shark alert. So we found my leg, we popped it back on, and he actually sat me at the edge of the water, which is my timeout, let me tell you. And I sat there. He had enough heart palpitations for a day. And so I sat there and I thought about that little tether that he had put on my arm. You know, that tether had shown him where I was at all times. It had kept me afloat. And it told him I was safe. And I can't help but think of Jesus doing that for me in my life.